Welcome back, folks, to World of Warships Legends. I'm Soopa-Dave. Today, before we start, show you how stats can lie a little bit. Alright, we have the Blazing Dread and Suzuya. Pretty similar ships, right? For the most part, same hull. A little bit different fire chance and HE damage, but all besides that, pretty much the same ship for the most part. Alright? I have had some terrible luck with teammates in this thing. Alright? Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, you're just bad. Well, to be fair, I'm not the world's best light cruiser player. I'm definitely solid, though. I'm definitely well above average. It is hard to play light cruisers sometimes without it being ever playing in divisions. You don't always have spotting. But at any rate, you can see you take 33% win rate. That's atrocious. And it is. But then you look at the damage, and it's 97,000, which is not bad. That's pretty decent in a light cruiser. My average XP is 1,700 in a light cruiser. That's again solid. I survive half the battles, which in a light cruiser is pretty good. And just to compare, just remember that average damage, potential damage, which is pretty high in a light cruiser, by the way. 600,000 means you have to spot with your face a lot, and trust me, I do. Today's match is going to showcase that, but we're going to go look at Suzuya, the same exact ship. Now remember, I got this early on when I was still not the world's greatest player, and you can see I have a 57% win rate, which is still not amazing, but same ship, I have 20,000 less average damage with a higher win rate. I have less average XP and less potential damage. So that goes to show you how matchmaking can make stats lie a little bit, even though this looks like it's bad. If you were like 33% win rate, then you go look what your person's done, and it's definitely not bad, especially when you compare it to my Suzuki stats, which obviously every time I play this thing, these go up now that I'm a better player, especially at light cruisers. But just figured I'd show this off because I saw this and laughed pretty hard for a little bit. As we go ahead and start our match, as you can see, Commander, we are gonna push up. Why are we gonna push up? I'm normally kind of aggressive, but also we don't have a destroyer over here. I look, Azuma's probably not gonna go ahead and spot, and I can assure you, for some reason, when I'm in this ship, nobody wants to spot. So I get pretty decent with spotting with my face. So we're going to go ahead and move up. Now the reason I'm going to the right hand side is this island on the right, you can see that one, is also good cover to shoot across the middle of the map to B cap if you need to do it. So you can see I'm watching. Azuma's actually going to the other side, which is good. So we're not splitting up. I asked for the battleship's help, and I'll be honest, this battleship player today, best battleship player I've had all day. What a legend, man. You'll see what this guy does later on. This match is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be actually one of them good close matches, which is gonna be fun. I don't want to spoil anything, but here we go. I can see that they're spotted. I throw torpedoes out in case they want to try to tuck behind that island. Almost every cruiser does, and I'm hoping I can out detect Cleveland or whatever is out there. I didn't know what it was, but I have AP loaded, as you can see, for the broadside, and if we do smoke up so we don't get wrecked by something we can't see right off the bat, but we are going to do our best to keep, we got the spotting started, we got the war going, and we're going to make sure we're okay here. Now, he angles to us, and there's the Cherbourg. And Cherbourg, definitely, you can get them on fire. And if you do, them things are tough cookies. Now, once again, he goes broadside, so I load AP. We do get one fire on him, and we are waiting for him to come back alive, or back to spotting, so we're going to blind fire where he was, and we do get 2 hits. You can see we're doing actually decent damage with our AP, but then Azuma shows up, and this guy probably wants to choke me. You see, we hit him with AP, then we hit him with HE. We're gonna start working on him and get him on firing. Just because this is a Japanese cruiser, you'll notice in every match that you ever see me play in, really in these things, I'm using AP too, especially when it comes to cruisers. Why is that? Because cruisers most of the time have pretty easy damage con. Fires don't do a whole lot to them. You're better off to AP them if you have the correct opportunity. Now we're getting a bunch of shatters, and now we're getting some full pens, but we got him burning. Alright, and to his credit, he didn't put out one fire. Um, he did wait a minute, but he's gonna burn for a little bit. Then I see that he stopped. He put him out. And then we're like, we're going to go ahead and put him back. Now, we know he's going to shoot at us, all right? This comes with spotting with your face sometimes. Probably not the wisest decision. We're going to go ahead. I thought I was going to get angled enough, and he just wrecks me. And that happens. I get caught in light cruisers a lot. Then I notice somebody's not happy with me from the center, and we're going to return the favor to that player. We just want to get that Azuma burning. Alright, so we've gotten, what, 5 fires on Azuma already? Yeah, that'd be the 5th fire. And we notice New Jersey's over there. Now, I throw my torps out just in case that destroyer smoked up because there was a destroyer near him. Clearly, that's not the case. He's just one of them destroyers that wants to use his guns. To me, some of the worst type of players. You're gonna see what this guy does later, and you're like, what in the world are you doing? But anyway, we're gonna keep going. We're spotted. I'm kind of trying to keep an eye on what's going on behind me, what's going on in front, because up until this point, I hadn't seen their destroyer spotted at all. And you can see we have got New Jersey on fire. So he might have been mad at me, or he might have tried taking a pot shot at me. But I think he might not be liking that life choice now, as we're going to go ahead and make sure we angle and do our best to not take too much damage here. We're at a pretty decent range and can dodge quite a bit with this. And then Azuma definitely decides he wants to throw some out at me. Again, we have everything on fire. I almost switched to AP here, but I decided I should probably go dark. I got everything burning that I want burning for the time being. I swear, when you get in this ship, guys, you like look at a ship and it just instantly combusts. Like, it just starts on fire. You like, look, I'll look at Azuma. It'll have 3 fires on it just by looking at it. So you can see we're going to take one shot at Cleveland. I notice I get spotted. Now, my map awareness was pretty bad here. I did not realize I was getting spotted from back there, from the Cherbourg. So we're going to help get rid of that so he doesn't end up wrecking our cruiser. And also get me to not be spotted either. It helps me out as well. And we're helping our side out, but we're also helping the middle out, right? Because there's not really much over in the middle. And right now we are down on ships and the points as well. So we're trying to be super careful. Now I see these guys back up. We're going to try to use the island for a second, and you can see very clearly I'm going to get spotted if I shoot, but we got to not let them get this cap. This is so close that we got to not give them the cap. And poor Azuma here, again, as we get our wither. You start a match and it just gives you a wither in this ship, by the way. So he puts out a fire. We're going to make sure that he doesn't. Now, this is our destroyer. I have no idea what he's doing. I know you want to use your guns and steal kills, but man, is that not a wise choice. And we're going to go ahead and get one more fire on Azuma. I think that was 6 fires total on Azuma. He's just not thrilled. Maybe 6 or 7. But we're going to go on Izumo, not Azuma. I've been pronouncing it wrong the whole time. That's kind of what I do. So, also, I noticed we've completely lost the entire battle over to the right. That's part of the reason I was helping. So I know I got to get out of the smoke cloud. Why is that? So that somebody doesn't sneak up on me. And to our dismay, the carrier is definitely on us. As we get our high caliber for, again, burning Isamo, and we're going to work up. And we got to defend this B cap. And uh, to our battleship's credit, he's also been helping hold A, just like Azuma, our Azuma has. Now he's taking the cap. And then I let him know, hey, I'm going to need spotting because I cannot spot with my face against 4 people. It just isn't going to work. So I'm going to work on getting back. And to this guy's credit, he says, yep. And he does start to, you can see him already start to turn around. This was really awesome to see because I've been very unfortunate with teammates. We're spotted by Azuma, and we're going to throw Torps out because I assume that New Jersey's going to be coming from this way, and he's not going to be thrilled with me. As we do get a target hit, I'm assuming that's Azuma or the New Jersey, so I'm glad I decided to throw them Torps out. And again, we're just gonna keep. We can't let the B cap go. It's an even fight right now. And we cannot give up that cap with 6 minutes to go. Obviously, I know who just got detected, or who I just detected. And, yep, it looks like we did hit him with a torp. Now we're going to be careful. We're going to bounce all Azuma's shells. And we're going to try not to die here. We're just trying to make sure he doesn't get that cap and avoid this carrier, the torps. Their carrier wasn't too bad. He almost ended up getting a good drop on me, especially when I was accelerating there. So you can see I decide right here I'm gonna shoot one more time just to get the cap reset. But I do not need to be spotting here with my face, especially with the battleship moving in. And we do help get rid of our that New Jersey, and didn't even, like, I wasn't paying attention to stats or anything at this time. You can see I'm waiting to do my full turn before I go dark. There we go. We go dark, and I'm going to go up and use this island. The same island that I was using at the beginning of the match, we're going to go ahead and use now. And like I said, to this Zeton's credit, I think his name's Titan Flip. Really awesome job. So if you end up watching this, thanks a bunch. Because right here I had no health. And I needed spotting. And I am assuming he was just trying to get close enough to get Azuma detected for me. Because at this point I already have a high caliber and a wither. So he probably has an idea I'm going to be okay as long as he spots. You know, I probably can take care of business. And I don't have to worry about New Jersey spotting me anymore. So now I can push up right to this. You're going to see me right to this edge. Alright, so obviously Zeton's got the carrier focused on him. And now Azuma's probably going to be super worried about him. But we're going to put ourselves in a spot that if it does look like he's definitely trying to spot for me. I'm going to do my best here to not get seen so we don't lose my points, but at the same time help keep that cap. That cap is super important to us right now. And, you know, we're going to back up. Try to get more of our guns on target, but it's not necessary to get all your guns on target if you, you know, give up a whole broadside and get spotted for it. So as we get our Confederate as well, and we're going to go ahead here. Now, I think Zeton probably couldn't stop in time here. In a minute, you're going to see what's going to happen here. If I was in his shoes, I would have just spotted and let me get rid of this Azuma here quick. But I think he just can't stop in time, and I think he's gonna eat some Azuma torps here, or eat some torps from the carrier here. And I think he's going to get a little hurt from Azuma, too. I'm not sure. I was not fully paying attention. Now, he does, to his credit, get a good shot off on Azuma and gets his torps off. And we get our helping hand, which I didn't even realize. So, 5 assists. I've gotten for them only coming out very recently, I've had a lot of them helping hands. That's something I get quite a bit of. I think the first match ever... that they came, or the first match I played in actually that I, you know, played after the helping hand came out was my first helping hand as well. Like I got it instantly, so it's kind of cool. Now we see Kansas, and he's picking on our Azuma over here. So we're gonna do our best. Our Azuma we can't see right now, but we're gonna go ahead and try to get up by this island. Right? I don't have to use island as cover. Why is that important? Because he doesn't have his guns pointed at me. All right, it's an American battleship. By the time he gets his guns pointed to me, I can get behind that island, right? So, as we're gonna go ahead and help take out Kansas, and on this little salvo here, did not know it till right now, but we actually ended up over 200,000 damage, and we have been really holding our own. You can see I start to move up once he starts to turn my way. Now, obviously, I get that I'm not going to get a lot of spotting here. That is absolutely okay by me. We have the win, so what I'm trying not to do right now is just try not to die. That's all I'm trying to do. And the carrier is doing his best to kill me, so he's not doing a bad job either. That's not a terrible drop, but we get rid of Kansas here. Obviously, permafire, he's done. He can't see us. It's over. And we get our first kill of the match with 1 minute to go. But you can see that was a really close game, and I wanted to say thanks to that. I think his name is Mr. Titan Flip. Way to go. And the carrier did really try to get rid of me in this one here at the end. But anyway, you guys can see I clearly helped our team win along with the Zeton. As we end up with over 200,000, a Confederate, a High Cal, a Wither, a Helping Hand, and a 3,700 base game. Also, Mr. Titan Flip with a 3,100 game as well to his credit. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We'll see you next time. Have a good one, folks.